So in Geelong we have quite a big number of inventions that's been developed here, quite a lot of big number of products that's been designed and manufactured in Geelong. But one of probably the most important or beloved invention is probably a ute. So a coupe utility is a car that's been invented here in Geelong by Lou Bend in 1934. It gave a whole culture of vehicle design, not only to Australia but internationally.
People in the Depression couldn't afford a car. Farmers had to have a car. They could at least have a car that they could drive their wife several kilometres to church on Sunday without being in the back tray with the pigs, you know. So he had this idea of the coupe utility. It was a one fluid flow, beautiful design idea that was really strong. I can remember him saying, well, you know, that farmer's wife's going to have a very glamorous ride in that chariot. Dad was very big on taking the best out of designs because he was one of those designers who cared about every part of the car, and the Ford being an American product, making everything right for Australian conditions.
3D digitization is really important if we want to preserve cultural heritage as it was. There are only about 15 utes still available from 1934. No one is at the moment available in Geelong, but we decided to go on the other side of Melbourne to capture one of the oldest utes from 1934. So not only that we captured one of the first versions of the ute, we also wanted to capture one of the modern utes. So we 3D scanned 2009 ute owned by Jason here in Geelong. This will give us a three-dimensional model that we can not only archive, document, but interpret in different ways using extended reality, virtual reality, augmented reality, and so on.
This project helps us take these types of innovations that happened in the past and bring them to current generations. So in a museum they can see more of how the Ford was designed, what it looked like, its scale, how they can interact with it than would otherwise be possible. The Gallery, Libraries, Archives and Museum, or the GLAM sector, is looking at how we can use these digital technologies, in particular virtual reality, to really build up and enhance the user experience. Everybody's grappling with how to do this correctly though, and that's where we come in. How can we take these technologies and put them into a museum context and make it so it's an easy and accessible and inclusive experience for all?
We're inviting Geelong community to share their stories, but also to give us ideas and scenarios how they would like to see this extended reality with the youth and maybe with other inventions to be communicated to the public.
Design is really critical to many different industries and many of what we look at recent technological innovations. So if we consider virtual reality, it's moved from a cave system like this, which is obviously expensive and complex, to wearing a headset which enables us for a few $100s to step into a virtual world. The reason this was possible is it brought together people and designers from a range of different industries, all the way from computer gaming, animation, electronics and engineering to enable something like this to happen.
With this project, not only that we want to preserve the past, we want to inspire local communities as well as younger generations to become more creative.
Here in Geelong and here at Deakin in Geelong, design is really important to what we do. So in the School of Engineering here, design is a big focus, and it's really important for us to help inspire the next generations of designers, engineers and all those working in the industry to help us solve some of Australia's challenges moving forward.